Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Tuesday's class, Get Your Ass to Class. As silly as that sounds, it reminds me so much of like the 80s, and teachers used to say that to us all the time. I guess if we were walking the halls, but most importantly, the thought is that we really are energizing our glute muscles, not just the glutes themselves, but we're energizing the muscles of the low back, deep glutes, inner thighs, outer thighs for sure, and quadriceps. So you will be getting a really strong kind of midsection core workout. I'm going to go ahead and help somebody into class. And as you are giving yourself this deep workout, one of the things I want you to remember is that movement is magical. And that movement helps to release tension. It helps to release whatever we're holding in the body. It gives it an exit point. So as you're exercising, especially if you are experiencing a lot of tension right now, emotionally, physically, whatever the case may be, allow your body to really help pull out whatever impurities, whatever toxins, whatever tension you are holding that is not serving you. We tend to hold a lot of our emotions in our hips. We don't really think about that. What we want to move towards. If our hips are really tight, it literally makes it harder for us to move towards what we want. So I'd like for you to think of this as a little bit more than just a physical workout, but bring your whole self to it. I'm just going to have everybody check, making sure that you are all muted so that we don't have any feedback in class. And we're going to go ahead and get going. It's going to be a standing start. So come on up to standing, please. Perfect. We're going to go right into some squats, and these squats are going to heat up our hips. We're going to not just go into a traditional squat where we just come down. We're going to squat up, forward fold, okay? Back up, squat, up, forward fold. So we're starting to bring the whole body to it. In a perfect world, as you're squatting and standing, you're keeping your spine pretty flat, legs pretty straight. Now, some of you are going to need to come into a deep knee bend even when you come down, which you're welcome to do. Up, so upright squat and forward fold. Two more. Up, squat, up, forward fold. Last one. Up, squat, up, forward fold. Now we're going to come up to this position, squat, reach your arms forward and pulse. So pulse and pulse and pulse. Pushing down as you stand up, lift up to those deep abdominals to activate inside the pelvic bowl. We're not just working outside the pelvic bowl. We want to work the muscles inside, deep inside. That's what brings us back into our center. And 10 and 9. I know we're getting hot. 8 already. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Open the arms out. Nod your head and now roll down one vertebra at a time. We're going to walk ourselves out to plank position. Inhale and plank. Exhale, hollow your abdominals as you exhale and feel the deep abdominals working. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, exhale, last big breath. Lift your tail and now walk yourself back all the way back to your legs. Fold forward. Big breath in. Exhale, deep pelvic floor and abdominals. As you come on up, reach up, inhale. Let's do 2 more like that as you nod your head, roll down. As the head comes down, can you hollow scoop and lift up through your core as you come all the way down and walk forward. 3, 4, hold in plank or come down on your knees and do 3 push-ups here. 1, 2, big breath in, big breath out. 3, and walk it back. So we're warming things up already. Inhale, exhale, curling up 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale, exhale. This time as we come down into plank, we're going to come all the way out. We're going to twist our spine, again, maintaining that warm-up feeling. So you're going to put your right knee forward into the space between your hands. Take your right arm and circle it around. 1, 2. Can you activate through the pelvic floor and core? Even though it feels like that's not really what we're doing, it is exactly what we're doing. Both hands down, both feet back, left foot forward. Here we go, energizing your deep abdominals. Left arm forward, right hand down onto the floor. 1. And reach 2. Last one. 3. Good job. Plant both palms. Reach long through your legs, long through your arms. Big breath in. Exhale. Walk yourself all the way back. Big breath in here as you forward fold. Exhale and roll all the way up. Perfect. Okay, come on down onto all fours. Making our way all the way down onto all fours. And then from this position, we're just going to cat and cow. So you're going to round into cat, move through neutral, and arch into cow. And as you're doing this, can you pull up through the deep pelvic floor and core? So what's happening underneath the spine, not the spine, underneath the skin is more important, or as important at least, as to what movement we're making with the shape of the frame. So feel all the deep sensations underneath your skin, underneath the superficial layers of the body. One more time, feeling that magic happen closest to the spine, and pelvic floor and core activate as you arch and then come back to center. Perfect. So from here, we're going to grab actually our stretch band. Put the stretch band underneath your right knee and underneath your right hand. Okay, so we're gonna kind of warm up the whole body, but we're really emphasizing right now that left leg and glute connecting to the core. So as I take my legs back, can I feel my abdominals drawing in and up? So I've got that sensation. The arm is just to help counteract what's happening with the lower half of the body. All right, so inhale. I'm going to bend my elbow in, pull my knee in. Notice I'm not rounding into cat. I'm staying in a neutral spine. Exhale and pressing back. 1. And I'm squeezing my left glute as I extend my left leg back, but most importantly, engaging in the front of my body. 3, 4, and 5, 6. You got this. Notice the connection all the way through to the deep abdominals. 8, and 2 more. 9, 10, and bring that all the way in. Other side. So you're going to put the strap underneath your left knee. Grab the strap with your left hand. Right hand down, right knee down. So it's my right leg that's extending using my hamstring and my glute as I reach and bring it down. We're still kind of in the warm-up phase of our practice. Zipping up from deep inside the abdomen as we extend. 5 more. Long fingers, long toes. 4. Use your abdominals to stabilize your pelvic bowl and spine. 3, 2, last 1, and bring that all the way in. Perfect. From here, keep your buttocks in the air, but extend your upper body and reaching long with your upper body. So stretching out your upper half as you release and stretch the gluteal tissues up to the ceiling. Relax your sits bones. Big breath in here. Perfect. Walk your hands all the way back underneath you. Do another cat for me so you're rounding your back here. Big breath in, big breath out. Good. And then we're going to come lie back on our back. We're not going to use the strap under our spine, but we are going to use it over our legs. So what you're going to do is you're going to actually lie back, but before you do, you're going to take your strap, place it behind your shins. So kind of at your calves, crisscross it over the front of your calves and the front of your shins, and then hold the strap with your hands down here. Okay, so we're going to inhale here, exhale, and pull the strap apart. So as you pull the strap apart, can you work the muscles of the deep hips and glutes, extending long through your arms? Big inhale here. As you exhale, keep pulling those hips and thighs and shins apart. Exhale, nod your head and curl up and reach the strap away. 1. Inhale, lie back down. Lift up through the pelvic floor and core, curl up. 2. And lie back down. And 3. So this is very intense for your neck. You don't need to curl up. You just would really anchor through the ribs and reach your fingertips to the end of the mat and release. And 6, lie back down. Pull up through the pelvic floor and core. 7. And pelvis stays neutral. 8. So if I had a blueberry right behind my low back, I'm not mushing the blueberry. 9. Last one. 10. Lie back down and press down with your arms. Hold down. 1. 2. Keep pulling that strap wide with your calves. 3. That's really not your calves. You're just pulling those knees apart. 4. 5. Feet, shins, knees, thighs are in 2 parallel lines as you're pulling your arms down. 5 more. 5. 4. You should be feeling this in the outer hips and buttock area. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Inhale here. Exhale, draw the knees in, and let's take the strap to our feet. So inhaling with the strap around your feet, whoop, and make sure it's wide so it doesn't roll or snap back on you. And then separate your feet so they are hip distance apart. Hip distance apart. And close them together. Pull them apart, close together. 3. And pressing against the resistance with straight legs. 4. Where you want to feel this are still in the muscles of the outer hips and buttocks, your abductors. 6, 7. Pelvic floor, deep abdominals, working hard here. 8 and 9. Last one. 10. Hold them apart and lower the legs down halfway, activating your core and coming back up. 1. Straight long legs and bring it back up. 2. Really energize those thighs as you reach straight legs. 3. Down and up. 4. And down and up. 5. We got 5 more to go. Can you pull up to the pelvic floor and core? 4. Good job. Smile wide, those deep abdominals. 3. And 2. Last one. 1. Okay, now you're going to bend your knees, reach the legs up and lower the legs down. Bend, reach up, down. 2. Can you keep those back ribs anchored? 3. Zip it up. Activate from your deep center. 4. 5. Can you keep your pelvis in neutral? 6. Easier said than done. 7 and 8. 2 more. 9. You got it. Last one. 10. Other way. Legs up. Bend your knees. Press away. 1 and 2. That's it. Stay connected. Keep that pelvic bowl really solid. 3, 4. This is a wonderful series for core control, hip strength, leg strength, and flexibility. 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Bring that in and rest. All right, we're going to put the strap down for a moment. Don't put it too far, but I would love for you to grab your magic circle if you have it. If not, you can grab your ball. We're going to bridge with the magic circle. So place the magic circle between your upper inner knees. Before we bridge, let's squeeze a magic circle 10 times. 10, 9, 8, really warming up the inner thigh connection. And remembering that the inner thigh actually feeds into the deep abdominal. So every time I'm squeezing my right thigh, it's actually my whole right half abdominal unit that's squeezing. When I squeeze my left, it's my whole left half abdominal unit squeezing. And 4, so the 2 together squeeze, 2 and 1, hold together, inhale, exhale. Now curl the pubic bone up and bridge up, pushing down into your feet. Take a peek up at your knees. Are your knees open out? Can you squeeze them in so they're in line with your hip bones and your feet are directly underneath those knees? Hold on to that contraction. Here we go. 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Pelvic floor deep abs. 2, 1. Roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Scoop, 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 scoop all the way down. And then open those knees out. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze together, curl up. So again, looking up at your knees just for a brief moment, making sure they're in line with your hip bones. Inhale, feel the hamstrings and glutes working. Exhale, rolling down 1 vertebra at a time. Deep abdominals, pelvic floor working all the way to the bottom. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, curl the pubic bone up, bridge up. Inhaling at the top, exhale and rolling down. Take your time, take your time, take your time, all the way down to the bottom. Last one, inhale, keep squeezing. Even if you don't have a magic circle, can you use your yoga block or your ball? Give it a good hug as you bridge up, reach the arms overhead on this bridge. Exhale and now roll down, really hold on to that ring. I know it's hard. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your abdomen as you come all the way down and let that go. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to target the right side glutes and hamstrings in this next exercise. It is a bridge variation. I'm going to have you please grab your green strap. Extend your left leg to the sky with the strap over your left foot. Okay, alignment is very important for this next exercise because if you're not well aligned with your foot, your knee, your hip, it could really cause discomfort and you could not, well, maybe you could hurt something, but you just don't want to be misaligned, right? We don't want to create over pressure or under pressure in any area. We want to feel even support system. So take a moment here to notice that your right hip is in line with your right knee and your right foot. So that's step 1. Step 2, as your left leg is to the ceiling, can you feel your 2 hip bones evenly weighted, or do you feel heavier on the left or heavier on the right? That's another thing, because you don't want to be tilting over to the left or the right side. You want to stay evenly balanced. All right. So those are 2 very important aspects to your physical alignment. Then from here, I'm holding my straps, anchoring my elbows. I'm going to inhale here, press down into my right foot, and I'm going to press up into a bridge. So I'm reaching through my left leg, pushing down into my right leg, really working my whole hamstring and glute, checking my left hip. My left hip is not collapsing. And then I'm rolling back down. Aha. Okay. We've got 4 more of those. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. Step into that right foot, co-contract, press, and reach your left foot to the sky. Just feel that your hip bones are level. Inhale, exhale, and roll back down. 2, 3 more of those. Inhale, exhale, curl up, reach up, inhale, exhale, roll back down. 3, inhale, exhale, press, reach, stretch that left foot to the ceiling and roll back down. 4, I know we're articulating, which actually is a little bit harder. Curl up. Okay, on 5 here, we're going to bend our left knee and pulse it to the ceiling. 1, 2, like you're pushing a heavy weight to the sky. 3, 10 of these. 4, push into that right foot. 5, don't let your hip lower or lift. Keep it strong. 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Roll down with a straight left leg. Oh, wow. Okay. I definitely felt that. Go ahead and straighten your right leg up to the sky. Whew, let's give that right hamstring a moment. We all need a moment. And in this moment, I want you to just put attention on, again, that movement is magical, right? As we're moving here, we're releasing pressure, tension, we're stretching where we're tight, we're strengthening where we're weak, we're bringing balance into our body. I think that's all pretty magical. It could just take a couple of exercises to kind of rebalance our entire lives. Wouldn't that be amazing? So we appreciate it where it does show up. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, bridge up one vertebra at a time. Think about your alignment. 2 hip bones are level. Left leg is in alignment with the hip and the foot, and roll back down 1. And curl up. You know, you can really feel if your hips are level or not, because when you roll back down, both butt cheeks land on the mat at the same time. That's a big clue. 2, press, hollow, scoop, curl, press up, reach that right foot to the ceiling, push into that left leg, and then roll back down. 3, inhale, exhale, press, curl, reach up, and roll back down. 4, last one, and this one we're going to stay up there and do our little leg pump. You ready? Here we go. I'm bending and pressing. 1, 2, staying strong in my left leg. 3, and as I'm pushing my right leg to the ceiling, I'm pushing a little more energy into my left leg into the floor. 4, 5, zip up through those deep abs. 6, 7, you got it. 8, 2 more. 9, last one. 10, rolling down 1 vertebra at a time. Fantastic, and let that go. We're going to come on up and actually stretch our hamstrings a little differently than usual. So you're going to go ahead and take your legs, open the legs out, sit back just a little bit, and then I'm hinging forward. So I'm taking a moment to stretch my inner thighs and my hamstrings. So I really want to feel how flat my spine can be. If that makes sense. It's very tempting to kind of round forward. So if just with those legs open, you're feeling like, oh man, I'm already rounding, go ahead and take your hands behind you, prop yourself up with your fingertips, and then kind of nudge yourself forward into your long forward fold. Let's breathe here. 3 more breaths. Let the buttocks stretch back as deeply as possible. 2 more breaths here. Can you zip up through the pelvic floor and core? So you're supporting the area of the pelvis that's actually closest to the buttocks, that's closest to the thighs and closest to the pubic bone. 1 more breath here. Activate in the front to help lengthen and strengthen the back and the sides. Good job. And come all the way up. Perfect. Okay, so from here, we're going to take our all fours position. I am going to have us take our strap. We're going to tie it around our knees. So we're going to do a little bit of quadruped leg exercises. Tie it around your knees. Some folks have those straps that are like a loop. If you have that, that sometimes can be a little easier. Okay. So first we're going to go back in space here, simple. We're working against resistance, right? So the resistance is around the thigh. Hopefully your strap isn't rolling up too much on your thighs, but that you're able to keep the strap down enough so it's right behind your knee, offering you resistance. We did this on Saturday. This is one of those exercises when you're doing your leg work, you can do every day. Okay, and it's an open chain exercise, meaning your feet aren't pressing into anything, they're kind of floating in space. So it creates a little more challenge for your body to feel where you are in space. Here we go. We're going to bend our knee and press up. 1. Remember, the emphasis is as a leg is moving back, your pelvic floor and core is staying stable and strong so that the pelvic bowl and spine are staying stable and strong. And 5 more. 5 and 4, 3 and 2, 1. Okay, now we're gonna bring the leg down and we're opening the leg out to the side. 1, can you see me here? So I'm expanding out. 2, like a fire hydrant, out sideways. I'm keeping my strap low around my knee. 3, so I can feel the resistance. 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, you got it. 9, and 10. Bring it back, other leg. So now we're doing left leg. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to take the leg back. 1, 2. We're going to go into some positions where we're in kind of downward facing dog, lifting our leg up to the sky. We want to prepare so that the right muscles are working when we're doing that. 7, so that's what this is. 8, strong with the core to stabilize that strong pelvis and spine. 9, 10, here we go, out to the side. 10, 9, your foot comes with you when you're doing fire hydrant and shin action. 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3. I always feel my abdominals here. 2, in order to keep my pelvis balanced and my spine balanced. 1, bring that down. All right, so you're going to take that strap out from around your knees. And in my 10-day series that we're working, we've worked a little more range of motion. Not that we're not doing that today, but there's a lot of specificity placed on range of motion of the ball in the cup, which is less just about strengthening and more about kind of using our legs so we're prepared for the rest of the day. So I'm incorporating some of that into what we're doing today. So inhale, exhale, go ahead and press and stretch back. Okay, you're going to take your right leg. Let's take your right leg and stretch it back and up. Do not twist your hip quite yet. Keep it right here. I would like for you to spread your fingers, make sure your pelvis is level, tap your right leg down on the mat and float it up. 1, 2. So this is not about your back arching at all. 3, it's about your pelvic floor and core supporting your pelvis here. 4, and your glute and hamstring connecting. 5, 6, using gravity as our weight. 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Bring that down. Rest a moment, especially resting your wrists. We can't help but put pressure on our wrists and arms. Inhale, come down, give that all a nice big break. Okay, we're going to come back up, alternating or not alternating, but coming over to the left side. Same intention, spread your fingers, roll the shoulders back. Already, before you even lift up your pelvis, keep the abdominal pelvic floor connection strong. Kittens in, smiling wide through those abs as you prop yourself up into your 3-legged dog. Now left leg is behind and let's reach it up. 1, 2. So there's something very graceful about this motion. 3, see if you can tap into that, especially when you're lengthening and pointing your toe. 4, 5, zip up through the pelvic floor and core. 6, 7, keep reaching back through the left leg and the left toes. 9, last one. 10, excellent, and coming down once again, child's pose, stretch that out. All right, now we're going to come onto our forearms. We're still going to come up onto our feet and toes. It's going to be right leg up. We're turning the hip out, bring the hip back to level and bring the leg down. Then we're going to alternate. Left leg comes up, turn the hip out, return the pelvis to center and bring it back down. Okay. If that is feeling really challenging on your forearms being upside down like that, you could be down on your forearms in this position. So I'm on my forearms and my shins. I'm going to press my right leg back, still up at hip height, turn, bring my pelvis back to level and bring it back in. Okay, so you've got that as an option. Ideally, you're down on your forearms, but you're straight up in your kind of three-legged dog type of thing, but on your forearm. So now we're working a little more shoulder girdle and a little more core strength, believe it or not, taking it out of our wrists. So here we go. Coming up, 5 on each side, 10 total. Right leg reaches back first. So right leg back, turn your navel to the right. Feel the squeeze of that right glute, engage your core, return your pelvis back to center. Bring that leg down, other leg, left leg up, twist to the left, reach a leg to the ceiling, return your pelvis back to center and bring it down. And right side, reach up, twist open, return to parallel and bring it down. Left leg, reach back, squeeze the glute, turn your hip to the left, return your pelvis to center, bring it back down. And right leg back. Turn to the right, return back to center, bring it down, left leg back, twist to the left, return to center, bring it back down. Last time, right leg back, twist to the right, return to center, bring it down. Last time, please track the pelvic floor and core. Please use that support as you bring your leg back down. Woo! That was a doozy. Come all the way down. Oh, man. Okay. Sometimes some of the easiest appearing exercises, I don't know that necessarily appears easy, are the hardest. Okay. Undo your straps. We're going to do some rollbacks. So this is a great opportunity to shift gears just for a little bit, putting our attention a little more specifically on the core and letting the legs be a support to the core versus the other way around. So you can use your strap or not use your strap. If you're using your strap, I'm going to ask you to please crisscross your strap. So I've got a cross in the front. My feet are as wide as my hips, not too wide, not too narrow, just as wide as my hips. My arms are in front. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, curling the pelvis under and rolling back one vertebra at a time. Inhaling down at the bottom. Exhale, nod your head, curl. So your legs are staying down. The reaching and anchoring of the legs supports the spinal roll up. Inhale. Exhale, curl the pelvis under. Lift up through the pelvic canal. Roll back. Inhale. Exhale. Nod your head. Curl. Whoa. Rounding your spine and coming up. 4 more. Zip up through the pelvic floor and core as you roll back. Track what's happening inside your body. Exhale, as well as what's happening outside your body. Curl up. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, scoop and hollow. All the way down. Inhale. Exhale. All the way back up. Take your time. Rounding, rounding, rounding. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Roll back. Coming down. Fantastic. Inhaling at the bottom. Exhale and curl, curl, curl. All right. We're going to do just straight abdominals right now, feeding our Pilates practice because our Pilates practice is a little hungry. So here we go. Arms are reaching forward. You're going to curl your pelvis under and roll back. Stop right at your bra strap, right and left leg to tabletop. Interlace your fingers at the base of the skull. And we're going to twist left armpit to right knee and change. 2, 3, lifting deeply inside the core. So the weight of the body is pressing down on the side that you're twisting. So my inner body is lifting, my outer body is pressing. Yes. Good. Can you lift your pelvic floor muscles a little more deeply? 2 more each side. Last time, over to the left. Hold on to the back of your thighs or reach your arms up to your ears. Exhale, nod your head and curl on up. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, curl the pelvis under and roll back just to the bra strap. Take your legs to tabletop, interlace your fingers at the base of the skull. So I like for you to be in a neutral spine. You're not in flat back right now, you're in neutral. Take your legs up to the ceiling and scissor kick your legs. No pulsing, just stretching. Imagine this is your hamstring stretch from all that leg work. 4 more each. 3 more each. 2 more. Stay up, stay connected deep internally. Last one each side. Good, hold on to the back of the thighs. Nod your head and curl yourself up. Inhale, we're gonna do scissor kick with a twist. Reach your arms forward, scoop and curl the pelvis under, roll back, roll back, roll back. Bring your legs back up to tabletop, extend your legs. Here we go. Twisting, left knee draws in towards you as you twist to the left thigh. Right leg is long, not down to the floor, but long. 2, 3, 4, 10 total. 5, lift up to the pelvic floor as you feel the weight of your ribs anchoring and anchoring. And 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Hold on to the back of the thighs. Nod your head, curl up. We're almost done, I promise. Inhale, exhale, reach those arms forward, curl the pelvis under, roll back, take those legs way up. Okay, here we go. Double legs are gonna turn out. So I'm gonna ballet turn out, lowering down and pulling my legs up. 1, 2, 3. Keep it small, but really isolated into those low, deep abdominals. 5, 6. We got this. 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Whoa, lie down. Rest a moment. Man, that was really good. Go ahead and open your knees as wide as your mat, as well as your feet, and then just rock from side to side. I'm counter rotating my head to the opposite side. Good, 1 more. Okay, we're gonna add some balance and a little bit of side lateral movement into our body. So you're gonna come all the way up. Okay, so for balance, we're gonna do a single leg deadlift kind of an action. I love this movement because it is strengthening everything. If you're in yoga, you know this as airplane, right? Or into your warrior 3. Arms out is airplane, warrior 3 is arms out in front. So every method of movement has their variation of this exercise. We're going to reach the arms up to the ceiling. We're on our right leg, left leg is behind. Activate from the deep abdominals as you exhale, balancing on your right leg and reach long. Today, we're just going to go for balance. If you want to come down to the floor, you're welcome to. Otherwise, just to parallel or horizontal to the floor and then come right back up. 1. Think of your body being horizontal, 1 long line from your tippy toes out through your fingertips. Use your core and bring yourself back up. 2. And long. Left glute is working. Woo! Right hamstring is supporting. 3. There goes my balance. And down. 4. Last one. Bringing it down. We're going to stay here. If you can sweep your arms behind and reach them forward. 1. Back and forward. 2. Keep pulling up through the pelvic floor and core as you balance and work your right leg. 3 for balance. Whoa. 4. Last one. And 5. Come all the way up. Shake out that right leg. Whew. Okay. Left leg. Same exercise. We're just going horizontal to the floor. You don't need to come all the way down, but you can if you want to. Remember to use your entire abdominal center. This is your tipping point, right? It's not your fingers and your legs. So you want to feel really stable as you're moving this very balanced portion of your body on a rotation. So arms up, right leg back, exhale, Coming into your balance position here and back up. 1. Zipping up, active through the pelvic floor and core as you come down, just horizontal to the floor and back up. 2. 3. I'm getting better at this because I used to have a difficult time on this blue mat, a lot harder than I'm having right now, which is really good. So I can feel my body getting stronger. 4, and practicing balance a little bit more over time has made a difference. So here I go, right? Both arms are reaching forward, and then I'm going to sweep them back to my hips as I reach forward. 1. So kind of swimming through the air. 2, 3, picking a focal point to keep myself centered. Ooh, I just lost my balance, but no problem. I just come right back up again. 4, last one. 5, and oh yeah. Okay, did you find that hard? I did. Okay, so we're gonna stay down. We're gonna come down into a nice deep squat. We're gonna go over to the right and over to the left. So we haven't done much lateral movement here. I wanna make sure we're bringing that into our practice today too. We did a lot of movements where we were keeping centered with our body and moving our leg out, but not the other way around, right? So now the body is moving while the legs stay nice and wide. 4 more. 4 and 3. We're going to do a dip in a moment, and I'll show you what I mean. 2 and 1. Okay, so we're going to come over to your right. You're going to dip down more deeply and come up over to your left. You see how my right is straight and my left is bent? Now I'm going to come down, a little dip, and over to the other side. Good. Down, across, up. Feel the load in the legs. Down, across, up, down, across, up. Yes. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You should feel this throughout your whole leg, glutes, hamstrings. 1 more time each side. Yes. Last time. Whoo, and fold yourself in half. Point those toes forward and gently bring your upper body down, 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 down while your legs are stretched and opening. Bend your left knee, stretch out that right inner thigh, outer ankle, and then change. Bend your right knee, stretch out the inner thigh and outer ankle. Good. And then heel tilt your legs back together. Here we are on all fours. Excellent. And then we're going to make our way down onto the mats. So you're going to come all the way down. Okay. Arms extending back. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, float. Upper body open. Legs are reaching back. Little heel beats here. Finishing with heel beats this morning. Squeeze those heels together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now flex 2, 3, 4. Point 2, 3, 4. Flex 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Keep opening up through chest. 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2 more. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Come on down. Press up. Tuck your toes under and make your way back into Pilates inverted V. Okay, I think we have nailed it. Inner thighs, outer thighs, hamstrings, glutes, quadriceps, abdominals, upper body, shoulders, everything got stimulated. Go ahead and walk your hands back to your feet. Big breath in, kind of giving your body a whole big breath of love in. Releasing out any tension that you do not want to hold on to anymore. You don't have to name it, just let it go, whatever it is. 1 more breath, inhale and exhale. Excellent. Slowly rolling up 1 vertebra at a time. Okay, 3 swings to finish. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Okay, come on up and come down. So I said we're finished, but we're not actually finished yet. I think I totally psyched you out. Come all the way down. Sorry, I know I can. We're like, yay, we're almost done. Now we're finished with our abdominal and glute part. Now I want to kind of take us and bring us back down into our roots. Okay, we're going to take ourselves into our dancer Z and side bend over. Yes, good. Breathing in and exhale. Shoulders are relaxing down. Time is so funny because sometimes I feel like I look up and next thing I know, I have to like write down what time exactly class ends because I get so lost in what I'm doing. And other times I get so lost and more disoriented. So we're not totally done yet. Can you sink your cheek down on that left side? Sink your cheek, and bring it back up and side bend. This leg stretching that we're about to do, this cool down is going to feel so good. And come back up and over one more time. Okay, let's do the other side. So we're going to initiate going over to the right, left arm reaching. Good, and come back up. And feel yourself kind of returning back into your body. So much of this exercise, as wonderful as it is, can get us so kind of agitated, clearly, in a good way, right? So to take a moment with that heat to come back in and land is so delicious, right? It's nourishing. One more side bend. Good, and really coming back into the present moment. Excellent. Okay, we're going to stretch out our outer hips here. So you're going to come down onto your left side. I love this stretch. I don't know how many people actually love the stretch as much as I do. In other words, I don't get feedback necessarily. So I'm hoping that you do love this stretch. If there's ever a stretch I don't like in class, if you, after Zoom, if you can reply to me, let me know, because then I know how to kind of tailor it to more of what works for your body. I always appreciate feedback, which some folks really give me feedback and it's really helpful. Okay, so I've got my bottom leg down and long. I've propped my bottom hand onto the mat. So my upper body is stretching up towards the ceiling. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sit back and kind of roll back a little bit so I'm more on my butt. Then I'm going to roll right over my hip bone. Whoa, over to the front. Can you feel that? Now, if that pulls in a really negative way, and then I'm rocking back again, front to back. On your low back, don't go so far forward. Your sacrum and your low back and your hip bone may not be totally ready for that. So you're going to judge how much you can take of this stretch. One more time, coming forward, feels so good. And then coming back. Good. And then come up onto all fours. Still going to stay with that same side. Okay, so we're still using our left side. You're going to take your left leg, extend it back behind you, and then take it across the room over to the right side of your room and really kind of sit back into that right outer hip and buttock on that left side. And you kind of come forward a little bit and then just keep crossing that leg behind. Maybe little by little, it keeps inching its way. Opening up, you can feel maybe the outer hip on that left side. One more breath. And the outer femur, IT band, TFL, all good stuff. Okay, I'm going to bring that leg in and just sit back in child's pose for a moment and feel the difference between the two halves of your body. Maybe you feel longer on the left, maybe you don't. But just notice what you're noticing. One more breath here. Awesome. Okay, come back up. Now we're gonna go over to the right side. So I'm on the right side of my body. Both legs are long. Then I'm gonna bring my top leg in front and prop myself up on my bottom hand. So I'm on my bottom hand, bottom left hip bone. I've rocked back, so I'm kind of more on the butt cheek of my right side. Then I'm gonna come forward, all the way forward, over the hip bone, over the outer thigh bone, rocking forward, and then rocking back again. Back and forward. And back and forward. And there's a sweet spot in there somewhere that's like, oh yeah, there's the spot. That's the spot that feels the best. So can you find that spot and then hang out there for a breath or two? One more breath here. Excellent. And carefully come all the way back up onto all fours. Okay, so now I'm going to take my right leg, extend it back, cross it over to the left side of the room, and kind of sit back even a little bit onto kind of the back end of my mat, right? Not too far, but I can really feel the stretch around my hip bone on my right side. One more breath here. And come back in. Sometimes stretches aren't crazy obvious, so we have to kind of explore them. And we teachers try to do the best we can to describe the best angles and positions and how to turn and twist the body to get more deeply into the stretch. But always adding your own flavor and your own awareness is the best. Okay, we're going to stretch hamstrings. You ready? Oh man, they deserve it. That was a lot of bridging, a lot of deep, deep, deep hamstring glute work. So let's go ahead and take our magic circle, reach it up to the ceiling. Extend your right leg up to the sky. I'm going to encourage you to, number one, check your core, make sure your core is activated so you know where your pelvis is in space. Speaking of, number two, keep a tiny little blueberry behind your low back. So as you bring your leg up, you're not sacrificing the natural curve of the lumbar spine. That lumbar spine needs as much support as it can get. Lying down, standing up, whatever, it needs support. So as you're here, reaching your right leg to the ceiling, can you stretch your heel bone to the sky? Straighten the back of the leg, breathing in and out of the whole back of the right thigh. Give yourself 2 more breaths here. Last big breath. Okay, you're going to bend your right knee deeply into your right armpit. So now we're getting into like more of a happy baby. You can actually take the strap or the ring, put it away, and just hold the sole of your right foot. Excuse me. Feel the inner groin, hamstring, low back. So now I'm not forcing my low back into that blueberry kind of honoring position. I love my blueberries. Trust me, I have some in the morning, every morning. Because we're in Happy Baby, this is a little more amorphous of a posture. So it's got a little more of an amoeba feeling. You want to kind of really settle and relax and let your body open. Good. Let's put the right ankle over the left knee. Interlace your fingers behind your behind your left thigh, excuse me, and breathe. Two more breaths here. Last big breath. here, looking for your blueberry is really helpful because it really reorganizes the pelvis and the spine. And then bring that down. Go ahead and straighten your right and left leg for a moment. Just feel the difference between the two legs. And it may be even the two halves of your body. Okay, grab your magic circle. Slip that left foot onto the inside of that magic circle. Extend your left heel to the sky and breathe. Preserve the curve of the low back, support the lumbar. Engage your pelvic floor. Feel the elevator doors close, lift up the pelvic elevator, pull the kittens in. Notice how that kind of reshapes the lumbar spine back into its natural position. 2 more breaths here. Last big breath. Excellent. You're going to bend the knee deeply. Hold the sole of your foot. If you need to hold the magic circle for a little bit longer, you're welcome to do that. You're gently letting your left knee make its way down towards your left armpit. Breathing, elongating, stretching, releasing tension. Remember the magic of movement. It stimulates what needs stimulating, releases what needs releasing, lengthens what needs lengthening, strengthens what needs strengthening. 1 more breath. Good. Let's put the left ankle on the right knee. Interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. Flex your left foot just to give a little more support to the left knee. And let's stay here 3 more breaths. Two more breaths. And last big breath here, really soaking it all in. Excellent. And bring that down. Doesn't that feel good? Okay. We did an amazing job. Come back up. Now we're really officially coming to an end. Wow, what a delicious hour we spent together. Thank you so much for joining me. Inhale, exhale, come on up. And we're going to repeat our body swings because they feel so good. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. And we are done. Excellent. Thank you so much. I wish you a fantastic day, and I look forward to connecting with you next time I see you in class. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.